Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They move the tight end all over. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. South Carolina able to squeeze out a close one against Clemson in the last meeting.
Yeah, it is such great confidence, Reese. Like, to win against your rival, you know you can do it now. Trying to stack multiple wins in these rivalry games against a heated enemy.
Well, it doesn't even matter what South Carolina's record is coming into this game. If they beat their in-state rival Clemson, the entire offseason is made.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fat.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Finds the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. He'll go to the sneak. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Motion from the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Give to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Right back to him on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
To the ground with the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now on second down. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, South Carolina. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get in and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 14 to San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Clemson will send the punt team out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Second down coming up. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Trying to get to it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires toward the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got his man in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back. Right?
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The back goes in motion. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. The Gamecocks pick up the 1st down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. first down to start the drive after the break. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the goal.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Clemson. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, Dave.
Makes the grab on the right. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set. Cut.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. They'll leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.